there is no there is no forgiveness for genocide. And that's what this would be. That's what this would amount to. Um, if it does happen, I mean, we have to face the facts that this would result in an immediate global economic um, disaster, emergency. Not to mention, China and Russia. They have agreements. They have working military agreements with Iran. We're getting in the way of their economics now, and things are tenuous globally, and there's very much a possibility for retaliation. There's so many, if we do this, the door to so many things are now open, and none of them good. There is no good outcome here.
And I'm glad you brought up China and Russia, because here's the thing. What did we do when Russia invaded Ukraine? We used Ukraine in a proxy war to weaken the Russian forces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the same thing, just a few years later. And if we get involved with Iran, buried deep into it, absolutely China will take this opportunity and Russia will take this opportunity to try to weaken us militarily.
Yeah.
We're already using a bunch of bombs, $1 million missiles to knock down a $40,000 drone. And they love the math. They love the math on that. So we are opening up, the Pandora's box as far as a worldwide proxy war.
And it's not a matter of like winners and losers with Iran and America. I think that's just they're both losing. They're both losing.
Yeah.
But there are people who can benefit from this in China and Russia who are supposed to be, in terms of international relations, they're not allies. They're adversaries to a certain extent. They're competitors in the best case scenario. What Iran's response has been to us being there has been from China. They say, look, the Americans can't protect you. Maybe you need to ally yourself with us. For Russia, they export one thing, and it's oil. And we just took away the ability for the rest of the world to access that oil. So who's going to benefit? If you were worried about what is going on in Ukraine and Russia, you need to worry about what is going on in Iran, because Russia's forces are going to be bolstered. Their economy is going to elevate at the same time when ours is crumbling, and it's we can talk about a recession coming, but reality, everyday people have been in a recession for a very long time. We only ever say it as a government if Wall Street is hurting or the haves start to have a little less. But we've been tightening our belts for years. The price of everything has gone up, but not our paychecks. And we've been in a recession for the longest time, and we haven't had anyone representing us. And now you're going to have opposing governments being able to take better care of their people and prove that maybe democracy doesn't work. Maybe democracy is never going to be something that is long lived. And that's why we're at such a crossroads in this moment, in this election, in this year, whereas we have to prove that we're better than this. We have to say that America can still be, I hate to use this word, but greater than it is now, to reach for a capacity we've never known before, because we're in a moment of modern history where we don't know if it can get darker than this.
Yeah.
And it's going to have to come from us. If our leaders are going to step up and do something about it, they would have. This is a moment for people to realize that they have to be their own champions, that there's no hero coming. It's about us. And that's going to look like getting in the streets. That's going to look like making sure we, make sure that the Capitol hears our voices, to be so loud this time that they can't ignore us. That is what this moment should be. And I hope to God it doesn't end up, this countdown clock ends up in nothing and it's a taco moment. But just the fact that we don't know if it's going to happen or not is also this craziness that we find ourselves where we don't know what's going to happen. And because this guy who has so much more power than the rest of us can just do whatever he wants without accountability.